Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we are going to be jumping into my TBR for the month of February. Alright, we've got quite a stack here. Just right off top, we got quite the stack of books to get to in February. As you know, February is Valentine's Day month. It is also Black History Month, and it's also the shortest month of the year. So I'm being very ambitious by trying to create reading vlogs that fit within certain themes for the month that include more than one book. So we're gonna see what we can get into. We're gonna see how it goes. But starting off with the books that I plan to read for Valentine's Day, as this is gonna be the first vlog that I release in February. The romance book that I wanna read for my Valentine's reading vlog is going to be Wuthering Heights. Come here. Come here. This isn't a romance, okay? This isn't a romance book. For some crazy reason, there's a movie coming out in February claiming this is a romance. And I'm here to tell you this is not a romance. I want you to know this isn't a romance. But I'm gonna read it anyway for Valentine's Day because it's coming out as a Valentine's Day movie. But ultimately, we are following Mr. Lockwood, who is a tenant, and he visits his landlord at Wuthering Heights. He's an unorthodox character, and his household is odd, okay? He goes back home and asks his servant about the family who lives at this Wuthering Heights mansion area, but she basically tells him a strange multi-generational tale about love, clash, jealousy, and revenge. 30 years earlier, Mr. Earnshaw, the master of Wuthering Heights, returned from a trip to Liverpool with an unkempt orphan in tow, announcing to his wife and children that the child was now a member of the family. While young Catherine became close with this boy, Heathcliff, her older brother, Henley, sank into bitter resentment of the urchin who had usurped his father's and sister's affections, a feeling that only deepened when his father sent him away to college. As Catherine and Heathcliff grow into young adults and their affections blossom into desire, Henley's resentment boiled over into hatred, setting the stage for a tragic and twisted drama whose aftermath would shake the foundations of both Wuthering Heights and Thrushcross Grange. So this will be interesting to read. It's, again, not a romance, but this is one of the first books in the romance vlog. The next book is Done and Dusted. This is one that a lot of girlies love. It's a cowboy romance. It is a series, but the books can stand alone from what I've been told, but this is the first book in that series of books, so very excited to read this and see if I really like it. But basically, we are following Clementine. If your name's Clementine, I'm sorry, but I'm so sorry. She's got no idea what she's doing. She's accomplished everything in her life. She left her small town to go to college and made a career for herself by riding horses. She's a horse girl. But after an accident makes it impossible for her to go back to riding horses, she has no choice but to return to her hometown, which she had always wanted to escape. And then we have Luke, who is the most notorious bad boy, who's a bar owner and a bachelor. He's also an unofficial member of her family, which is interesting, as her older brother's best friend. So yeah, ultimately it seems like this is a book where Clementine falls in love with her brother's best friend. That's what this is. And then finally we have Wild Love. I actually don't know very much about this series at all, but it is another cowboy romance series. This follows Ford Grant, the world's hottest billionaire, and all he cares about is escaping the press and opening a recording studio in a small town called Rose Hill. He meets his best friend's sister, Rosie. Boy, so y'all just like brother and sister best friend romances. That's what Wild Love is. We're gonna read it. We'll see if we enjoy it. Then for Black History Month vlog, we have Parable of the Sower, which I think is a really great book for the current present time that we're in right now with all of the things going on in America and the world. I think this is a very like of the now kind of book, but basically it's following a climate climate change issue and just kind of how that impacts people in society. So very excited to get to that. Then we have Blood Slaves, which is a Twisted Retreat book that I plan to read for this month, as it is also Black history, and this is written by a Black author. This is based in 1710, where a man basically becomes a werewolf, and we're following how a slave becomes a werewolf to save himself and potentially others, and what those repercussions may look like. And then finally, for the Black History Month blog, we have Sky Full of Elephants, which is about a biracial girl who has to deal with her race in a post-white people world with her biological father, who she has no real relation to. I think this one's very interesting, and it's kind of on the nose for me, being a biracial girl who doesn't know her father, and just kind of following that story. So very interesting to kind of get into this one. And then finally, we have our 2 books from our Twisted Retreat book subscription that I want to make into a vlog of me reading the Twisted Retreat books that I got in 2025. As you know, I have bought Twisted Retreat books all throughout 2025 and read 0 of them. Starting that vlog, we're going to start with Every House is Haunted and The Elric Undoing. These were the first 2 books that I received from my Twisted Retreat book box. This is a horror specific subscription box, so we have these 2 as well. And those are all the books that I'm trying to read for February. It's a lot of books. We got a big old stack here. I don't know if we're gonna read all of these, but I would like to try to get to all of them, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that we can, but who knows? Who actually knows if we're gonna make it and if we're going to be able to read every single book in this stack. But that's the plan. Follow me along. I hope to see you guys. Let me know what books you're trying to read this February. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love to have you. Welcome to my little bookish community, and I'll see you guys with another video soon. Bye.